What's up? Cheap beer for you to drink. My name is JJ. Okay, this is a beer that I haven't reviewed before and I haven't tried before, which is exciting for me because it's a pretty popular beer. This is Michelob Ultra Amber Max. Now, I am curious because my brother-in-law Tony, been on the channel multiple times, gave this to me. And he's a fan of it, but he thought that there was still a Michelob Ultra Amber. And I remember it, and I just looked up images of it. I remember that packaging. And I'm curious if anyone knows when it kind of switched from Michelob Ultra Amber to Michelob Ultra Amber Max. And kind of curious if you've had both, if it tastes different or if it's about the same. This is Michelob Ultra Amber Max. Again, I haven't had this. It says it's a rich tasting light lager with agave, crafted to remove gluten, which is interesting. I don't know if those are the agave and the removing gluten are new additions compared to the old Michelob Ultra Amber. Again, if you have more information on that, I try to do a quick search. Let me know. It does say on the back here, crafted to remove gluten. Product was fermented from grain that contains gluten. The gluten content of the product cannot be verified, and the product may contain gluten. So this is 99 calories. Kind of high for Michelob Ultra, honestly. 4.8 grams of carbs, 0.5 grams protein, and 0 grams fat. 4% alcohol. My hope with this is if it has higher calories and the alcohol is kind of low, it has a lot of flavor, and we'll see if that's true. I am a big fan of Michelob Amber Bock, fantastic beer. I've talked about this in another amber beer review, which would be the O'Doul's Amber. I compared those two beers, very similar tasting, both Anheuser-Busch amber beers. They taste very similar. The O'Doul's is actually really good for a non-alcoholic beer. It tastes like beer. So if you're a fan of the Michelob Amber Bock, you want something non-alcoholic, that's a pretty good alternative. Again, check out that review I did, which was actually one of my April Fool's Day videos, but it's still a pretty good review. We're going to see if this tastes like the Michelob Amber Bock. That is a beer I get quite often. There's a pizza, Marion's Piazza, which actually got one of those Barstool, what is it, the One Bite pizza reviews. It got a review, and it got a pretty good rating. Marion's is a pretty popular pizza spot in my hometown of Dayton. Not my favorite, but it's definitely solid, and they always have Michelob Amber Bock on draft, which is nice. The owner must love that beer. No other place has Michelob Amber Bock on draft, but this place does. Look at that! I wonder if they add caramel color to this beer, because that's what it looks like. I don't see anything about that. You would think Michelob would say if they would add some color, because that's pretty dark. That's pretty dark for not only a light beer, but for a Michelob Ultra. That's nice and dark. Let's see how it tastes. Sorry, I'm a little sick. My throat is all sound gross. It smells amazing. Let me try this from the bottle because I'm not loving it. So it's weird to me that the O'Doul's, the non-alcoholic beer, has more flavor than this. This is probably, unless you're getting into the Michelobs that add fruit, like the lime cactus or is it the pomegranate? I'm trying to remember. This probably has, if you don't include those in the equation, the most flavor of the Michelob Ultras, but does not have nearly as much flavor as the Amber Bock or even the O'Doul's. It's a good drinking, if you want a Michelob with, like, again, a little more flavor, it's a good alternative. It's sweet for a Michelob. I don't know if that agave has anything to do with that, but there is a level of sweetness here. But again, it's disappointing because I wish it tasted more like the Michelob Amberbach, which if you've not tried, I haven't reviewed it on this channel. A really good beer that this unfortunately doesn't taste as close to as I was hoping it would. Yeah, there's not much to say. The flavor there is lacking, and again, it goes down a little better than the other Michelob beers, but I would rather have the little boosts in alcohol and the less calories of a Michelob Ultra, or maybe the less calories and a little less alcohol in the Pure Gold. I think I'd rather have one of those, or even like the Lime Cactus, or one of those, because the trade-off here isn't that great. For the slight bit of extra flavor you get, if you're going to go the full flavor route, the Amber Bock is the way to go. But those original Michelob beers are getting kind of hard to find. The Michelob Lager, the Michelob Light, Michelob Amber Bock, if you can find them in a 6-pack, pick them up. Because those beers are hard to find out in the wild. You kind of got to have a spot you can go to pick them up. I've got a few places I know if I go to I can find them, but hardly anyone else carries those, which is a shame because Michelob makes some really good beers. And this, unfortunately, while it's good, I wouldn't say it's one of their really good ones. Now I'm kind of curious what that regular amber tasted like before they made it Max, because this doesn't have a whole lot going for it. Cheap beer for you to drink. Let me know if you've tried this beer. If you've tried the original amber and you've tried this, let me know what the differences are, because again, really curious, and I don't think I've had the amber. Let me know what you're drinking. If you're drinking the fall beers, the seasonal beers, let me know what you're into right now. If there's any new products you see, let me know. You like the cut-off PBR shirt? Drinking out of a burger beer glass with the Bud Light towel behind me and a PBR shirt, drinking some Mick Ultra Amber, because that's how we do things here at Cheap Beer for you to drink. So again, leave those comments down below if you see anything out there that's new, or you got any requests at all. Let me know in the comments. And thanks for supporting the channel. Thanks for watching. It's Cheap Beer for you to drink. Again, thanks.